All right, so now everybody, now we've got the Chicago Bears. They're a team. Oh, they're a quandary, a mystery, an enigma. I just like using words like that. Um, well, they are, especially at the quarterback position. Who is going to be the starting quarterback? They signed Andy Dalton after trying to trade for Russell Wilson, but that didn't go through. They signed Andy Dalton. They move up to get Justin Fields in the draft, and you still got Nick Foles. What a mess. What a mess. So, I'm going to take this and I'm going to say Andy Dalton is the starter because I don't know at what point Fields becomes a starter, or maybe even Nick Foles can become the starter if someone gets hurt, but I'm going to act as if Andy Dalton is going to be the full-time starter for the season. Let's go. Bears, Rams. I'm taking the LA Rams. Just too much firepower for the Bears. Just the thing is, the Bears are not a bad football team. It just depends on what they get out of their quarterback play. And Andy Dalton, I think he's a very good quarterback, but he has misses. There's a reason he went to the playoffs 5 times and never won a playoff game. There's also a reason he's no longer in Dallas. I believe that the Dallas Cowboys should have won the division last year because Andy Dalton, starting quarterback, had been a starting quarterback for so long. But hey, they didn't. They went 6-10 last year with him as a starting quarterback most of the season. So now we've got Bears Bengals. Andy Dalton going back to the team that drafted him in the second round. I got Chicago winning this game. Here's what it is. The Bengals, they drafted a receiver number 1 with their number 1 overall pick. I believe that was the 5th overall pick. Instead of getting an O-lineman, and you still got Khalil Mack, you still got the defense. If Andy Dalton is playing decently, and I'm sure he will because he probably wants to stick it to the Bengals. The defense plays well, offense plays just okay. I gotta take Chicago. I just have to. It'd be a fool not to. Okay. Now we've got the Bears and the Browns. I keep saying it to you guys. The Browns is not the Browns. I'm in here wearing my Baker Mayfield jersey right now. I'm taking the Browns, man. I'm taking the Browns. I'm riding the Browns train this year. That's another loss for Chicago. Okay. Lions, Bears. This is a tough one. I'm gonna give it to the Bears in this situation. In this situation like this, Dan Campbell, first-time head coach, or first full-time head coaching job. He's talking about biting off kneecaps. I don't think Khalil Mack and the crew are going to be very fond of this. I'm going to give it to Chicago. Now we've got this game. Oh my God, I'm going to be tuning in to watch this. The Bears and the Raiders. I used to be a huge Raider fan when I was a teenager, early adult. My favorite players were always the pass rushers, or the D linemen, Richard Seymour, Cameron Wembley, all those guys. And then 2014, we draft Khalil Mack, and I'm like, oh my God. And in 2015, Khalil Mack was the Defensive Player of the Year. He single-handedly beat the Broncos by himself. In a game that's 11-11, he single-handedly beat the Broncos. I watched him do it. And then you have this guy. His name's Jon Gruden. And he comes in and he trades away Khalil Mack. Now, this game has already happened. This is not going to be the first time since the trade that he plays the Raiders. And the last time the Raiders won this game, it was out in London. I do not trust John Gruden at all to win this game. However, what I will say is I don't know who the starting quarterback will be. I do know that if Derek Carr is not hurt, it's going to be Derek Carr. I do know that the Bears have a hard time scoring points. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to give this one to the Raiders. Packers, Bears, I'm going to act like I think Aaron Rodgers is there. It goes to the Packers. Bears, Bucks. Oh, man. Didn't they play last year and didn't Tom Brady forget what down it was or something like that? Yeah, he's gonna be laser focused, especially if Nick Foles is playing, because Nick Foles always seems to get the best of Tom Brady in the 2 times that they played. And I don't know what it is. These lesser tier guys. I don't want to call them lesser tier, but these guys, you think of Tom Brady, he is like the greatest quarterback of all time. And he plays these other guys like Eli Manning, Nick Foles, and somehow he comes out the loser. I just think he's going to be laser focused. I'm going to give it to the Bucks here. 49ers, Bears. I'm going to give it to the 49ers. Bears, Steelers. I'm going to give it to the Steelers off continuity. Ravens, Bears. Ravens. Just who's stopping Lamar Jackson? It can be competitive, but who's stopping Lamar Jackson? Bears, Lions again. Dan the man Campbell. They can split. I'll give them a split. Cardinals, Bears. Cardinals. Just Cardinals. Bears, Packers. Vikings, Bears. Here's what it is. I just don't think the Bears are going to be very good offensively. So, Bears. I mean, Vikings. Why did I say Bears? Vikings. Bears, Seahawks, Seattle. Giants, Bears. I think the Bears can pull this one off. I really do. I'm going to give it to the Bears. Bears, Vikings. I like the Vikings to sweep. So I've got the Bears going 4 wins. And I think I missed some games. I missed some games down on my sheet. But I think the Bears are only going to win about 4 to 6 games here. I got the Bears going 4-13. I think Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace get fired this season. I just think the only thing that I believe that'll save their job is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers not playing for the Packers, making the Packers an overall very weak team, which gives them a very good chance of making the playoffs, because the Vikings and the Lions themselves are very average at best. So with that, that's the only way I see them getting momentum like that. All right, that is the NFC North.